Hello, Coaster Spotters. This is Alex checking in from Hersheypark for another construction update of Candymonium and Chocolatetown. It is update number 10, and it is February 19th. As you can see, I got a drone! So we are flying at about 400 feet, and obviously there's just so much to see. First off, on the right, you can see the carousel building. That's the blue roofed building. Right above it is the Chocolatetown main building, with the entrance gate still under construction with this steel structure, and so much more. The Hershey's Kisses fountain inside of that final helix of Candymonium. There's just so much to see. It's just amazing, this drone. Also, just want to point out that I'm not flying over the park, so please don't ask me to. That would be incredibly irresponsible to do so, for many reasons, one including all the construction workers down there, and second of all, I'm pretty sure the park would not like that. So here we are, just kind of flying towards the turnaround. As you can see, there's just lots of groundwork to finish up, make it pretty and whatnot. And, it just begs to ask the question of how the park is going to expand into this area. It's a valley. It's going to be interesting to see. I assume they are going to expand into this area. They wouldn't have to move the whole road and everything. Here we are at probably about 250 or so. As you can see, we're pretty much level with the top of Candymonium's lift hill, and just more pretty views. Also, take note of how many times, I know I've said it, but take note of how many times the ride crosses the river. I've counted Skyrush at 7 times. This thing, 10 times. So that is really cool, the creek. I really like the finishing wall right there. You can see that starts right near the lift hill, where it crosses underneath the lift hill. Nice finishing wall there, retaining wall. And another retaining wall that we never knew how tall that retaining wall up by Chocolate World is. That thing is huge. You can see lots of little rides coming into that area eventually and all that stuff. Hopefully this retaining wall and the Kisses fountain get the same finish as the other retaining wall. And here we are, just hovering right above Chocolatetown. Zoomed in a little bit more here, and there's just so much detail. First of all, if you can see, this was actually filmed after the rest of the other update, and you can see that they're putting up a fence right in front of the front gate. I'm assuming that's so they can open up that front plaza to get the ticket office open. So that's good, because I need to process a season pass pretty soon. So that is going to about do it from the air. Be sure to check out my Instagram and Twitter for really high quality photos, though, that you can zoom into. All right, now that we're back on the ground, let's take a closer look at Chocolatetown and its progress before we take a look at the completed Candymonium from the ground. Looks like the changes today is glass is going in on the Chocolatetown building. Taking a closer look, we can see that most of the concrete has now been poured, and we can see that great Hershey Kiss planter shape there. The lampposts have now gone on. They've chosen a very classical style. Here we can see more of the roof supporting that's going up. And right above the entrance is that final turn into the brake run with the little... Lots of more dirt moving, getting ready to turn this into whatever it is. Again, I'm guessing parking lot. Another look at that Hershey Kiss shaped planter. So the plaza's looking wonderful. Lots of that concrete is pretty much all poured now. So now it's really a lot of final details here. It's really coming together. And one question I keep getting is, when is this thing actually opening? Hersheypark at this point is saying nothing but summer. Now summer technically means June 20th, which I highly doubt. I think that means more summer as in their summer season, which begins after springtime in the park, which is, April. So we'll see. I think that Chocolatetown has a good chance of opening for springtime in the park because of all that money that's on the table for them opening this place, whereas the coaster might not be until Memorial Day like Cup Fusion was, and that was just a reskin of an existing dark ride, and they didn't open that until Memorial Day weekend. So who knows? I'll keep you updated as I hear the information on the social medias. Be sure to check me out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Love the Hershey Kiss toppers on the pillars and the molds in the side of the Chocolatetown building. Not sure what this is. Maybe a frame for a sign? I'm not sure. Here we can see lots of work is being done to the brake run to get it all wired up and mechanically functioning. Just some technical details. That tank there is to open and close the brakes, and then the little boxes there next to it on the left, those are to control the brakes, sensors and whatnot, and then goes to the main computer that controls the entire ride. Here we go. As we can see, it is now done. And that final turn looks kind of fun. Not too extreme, but I don't know. It kind of looks like a little bit of a lame ending, to be honest with you. At least it's not a big, flat, straight section like Great Bear is, so I'm indifferent about that. I hate a boring ending to a great coaster. Case in point, honestly, El Toro, the ending, is one of the reasons why it is not my number one or my number two wood coaster. Here we can see the beginnings of a service road being constructed, which should continue all the way up the hill near those bus shelters. Station looking fantastic as always, and yes, the roof is finally got on the tower. Some more of that details for the kissing fountain. A lot more stonework going in. Looks like they're beginning to work on the plumbing for that fountain. If you haven't seen the concept art, looks really cool. It's going to be fountains with different heights of jets to form the shape of a Hershey's Kiss. Just so much work going on today. And this area has really changed a lot in the last few weeks. New lamppost right there. Looks like we have some brickwork being done to the side of the station right there. I believe that is an access door that can be flipped up and down, which could be used to access pumps underground and whatnot, but I'm not sure about that. Another look at that access road that ends to the front of the gate. So, before anyone asks, when is testing to begin? Well, just because the track is done doesn't mean there's a heck of a lot more stuff to be done. Safety fences, putting the concrete underneath the supports, final torque specifications, the computer can be done. So there's a lot of things that must be done before testing can be done. And I'm not sure when it's going to be. I will do my absolute best to try to catch test runs, but that is not going to be guaranteed whatsoever. All right, let's go into Chocolate World and get our final views and wrap this thing up. Alright, that is going to do it. To be honest with you, I am not sure when the next update will be. It's probably going to be a few weeks or maybe even a month. I definitely need a rest from these updates. I do have to drive 2 hours each way to do these updates, and with the exception of the first one where I was already heading out west, it's just been for these updates. So I'm taking a break from them. I will be doing a lot more Jersey Devil construction updates, so be sure to check out those on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Alex. See you next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe.